Starting field position for the Eagles. They lead by 8. Philadelphia sending 5 players to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, we've been talking about this, during the course of the game and during break. Darren Sproles, his first Pro Bowl in his career. And then you take a look, Connor Barwin, the great year rushing the passer. Jason Kelce fighting through his injury.
7th selection for Jason Peters.
Looking at that Eagles, team, Fletcher Cox really is a guy who I thought that was going to make the Pro Bowl. Darryl, you talked about him earlier, about the respect he has around the league from the Dallas offensive line, and really surprised he's not in that lineup also.
He is a 6th alternate, Goose. He needs 6 guys to get injured or pull out. Riley Cooper makes the catch for a Philadelphia first down. A lot of times guys make it the next season, the season after they have their breakout year.
Sure, and that some people might say that about Jason Kelce and how important he was to this offensive line last season, and with the injury this year, he still continues to garner that respect, and hopefully Fletcher Cox will be in that situation next year.
Off the fake, Sanchez directing traffic. Now he throws, and it's incomplete. Matthews out of bounds, and on the Giants side, Odell Beckham Jr. is a first alternate, so a good chance he will go, and Jason Pierre-Paul is a 4th alternate for the Pro Bowl.
There's that misdirection on the play action. Good adjustment by the Giants. You always have to find where's that crosser coming from, the opposite side of the field. He's going to slide into that intermediate route. So a good job by the Giants defense locating Riley Cooper coming across to fill that spot.
2nd down and 10. Eagles extended their lead on a touchdown on a block punt. LaShawn McCoy out to the 33-yard line. So it will be 3rd down and 6.
And they've done a nice job on that play. LaShawn McCoy hit him early in the game with a couple of nice runs on that outside zone when you've got Kelce and the other lineman pulling out in front. You can see he's up near 5 yards per carry, but he got off to a great start that kind of slowed that play down a little bit.
He ran for 149 in the first meeting against the Giants. Sanchez on 3rd and 6, and that pass was behind Sproles. So the Eagles will punt it away.
Yeah, Jason Pierre-Paul coming from the outside against 90 at the bottom of your screen, going against Jason Peters. And again, just that little inside move and that quick move to get to the outside. Very, very athletic to impact that throw. And going right against Jason Peters, we just showed you he's a Pro Bowl player for the Philadelphia Eagles, 7th time that he's going. And you thought maybe JPP would move throughout that formation, but he's been out on Jason Peters a majority of the time.
Giants sent both Beckham and Randall back deep. Their catch is called for by Beckham Jr. at the 20-yard line. Midway through the 3rd quarter, Eagles by 8.
Okay, so it's a pretty simple formula. What you put in the back of your truck is all about what you put in the front of your truck. And here's the main ingredient. Ford Super Duty 2nd generation 6.7-liter power stroke diesel, which makes this the most powerful Super Duty ever. It delivers more max towing power than any other pickup. 31,200 pounds. Yeah, that's nearly 16 tons, Professor. You're welcome. This is Ford Super Duty.
Find everything okay?
I did, thanks. Honey, you won't believe...
You were supposed to be out shopping.
Went super quick.
Happy birthday!
With Apple Pay, using your Wells Fargo card just got easier. Done.
They'll see you before you see them. Cops are cracking down on drinking and driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Follow me. One last time. The Hobbit is the #1 movie in the world. It's a perfect end to an unforgettable journey. How shall this day end? The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies. Now play. Rated PG-13.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Brilliant Detective, Total Jerk. Backstory premieres Thursday, January 22nd on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's, never stop improving.
Eagles leading the Giants by 8 coming up. America's Game of the Week, Game 2 of our Fox doubleheader. The winner will take the NFC North. Packers and Lions. Green Bay has won 23 in a row in the state of Wisconsin over Detroit. 3 in Milwaukee, 20 at Lambeau Field.
That's not a bad TD to interception ratio that Aaron Rodgers character's got going on this season.
How about at home? 23-0 in 7 home games this season.
Detroit beat him in Detroit earlier this year.
Andre Williams out to the 25-yard line to Los Angeles once again. And Joel Klatt. Joel.
Kenny, the AFC is absolutely crazy right now. How about this? Blake Bortles on the double pass. Cecil Shorts then to Jordan Todman for the 23-yard TD catch. 17-14 Jaguars, which means as the games stand right now, Kansas City would be in the AFC playoffs. Kenny, Moose, and Goose.
Pulling out all the tricks. How about that one?
Unbelievable. Chiefs with a 19-7 lead on the Chargers with Chase Daniel at the helm. Casey Matthews brings down Andre Williams. Casey, of course, brother of Clay, who will be in action later today on Fox. Packers and Lions. Seven family members have played in the NFL.
Oh, you're going back to Bruce Matthews.
Dad Clay Jr.
That guy had to play against Clay.
A couple of years.
Cleveland. My goodness.
Yeah, Bruce Matthews, when he was in Tennessee and I was in Baltimore, many at battles. Tough people, tough people.
3rd down and 2. It's Randall. And Ruben Randall breaks free after picking up a first down across midfield to the Philadelphia 49. 24 yards now, 158 on the day.
Great job at the top of the route, working back right here, pushing back towards your quarterback to create the separation from Jalen Watkins. That allows you to run after the catch. Boy, I tell you, the light bulb has just gone on. You know, the last part of the season, you know, he has responded to that benching earlier this month and has played really, really well the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 times in the last 4 games. He was sat down for the first quarter by Coughlin, and now it's Beckham on the slant. Beckham to the Philadelphia 34-yard line. Another Giants first down. 15 yards as Beckham goes over 100.
And you're reading the quarterback's eyes, and it looks like he's going to throw it out to one of those little bubble screens, and then you hit Odell Beckham on the slant route. And really had an impact on the Philadelphia defense. Well done by Eli Manning with his eyes.
And you got this offense. You can just see how excited he could be next year with Victor Cruz coming back also with this receiving crew, the way that they've gelled towards the end of the season.
So both Beckham and Randall over 100 for the 2nd straight week. Now Manning with time, looking for Randall in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
There's a flag down, guys.
Flag at the end of the play.
Holding, number 65, offense. 10-yard penalty. Field first down.
The left tackle, Will Beatty.
Oh, he had 4 holding penalties last week, working against Robert Quinn. And this is a red zone fringe play, so you're near the fringe of the red zone, and you go for the shot down the field. Well executed, well ran on the route by Ruben Randall, but your left tackle in protection, top of the screen, number 65. You can see him working right there.
And of course, if Beatty did not grab hold of Brandon Graham, Graham may have gotten to Manning before he let the pass go. So the Giants now set back 10 yards to the 44. It is first down and 20. Parker comes in motion. And Manning's pass sails away from the intended receiver, Randall.
But the tough part of that situation, and that's one of those specialty areas on the field during the course of the game, and it's red zone fringe. You're coming down there, and you're going to have a set of plays that are shots designed to go for a touchdown, and you set them up. You feel comfortable about it during the course of the game, and you have your opportunity to do it. You execute it, but you have a penalty, call it back. Ben McAdoo's on to the next one. I got to find another one of those that we've got from the fringe.
Beckham in the slot. He was out on the field for that last play. Second down and 20. receiver. Getting a piece of it was Nolan Carroll. And he's slow to get up.
Ball thrown deep. Preston Parker's going to work to the inside to try and make a play on it. And Nolan Carroll's going to spin and continue. He almost makes the play on a little stutter and go. They have been consistent down the field. They have let them play physically at the point of the catch all afternoon.
Now 3rd down and 20 for the Giants. Play clock winding down. And it throws. What a catch. Not enough for a first down, but another spectacular catch by Beckham. He was ruled down. He got back up. And then was taken down, but he was ruled down at the 35.
I tell you what, this guy is a bundle of energy. And look at the elevation, the extension. He's just that little touch as he's coming down by Brandon Boykin is going to be enough for him to be considered down by contact. You can see right there as he comes to the ground. So he is going to be down by contact. There's another touch right there. But he pops up, and he always wants to play. He's always in the middle of everything when he's on the field.
Here is Josh Brown. This will be a 53-yard attempt. His season long is 52. Career long 58. From the right hash. Brown's kick is good. Just inside the right upright.
Well, that catch by Odell Beckham proves to be important, getting that field goal attempted.
Josh Brown now 4 for 4 today.
Perfect.
I don't know.
Beautiful.
I feel like it makes me look pregnant. Honey,
Spectacular.
you didn't even look.
Of course I did.
What are you watching? Oh, I love this scene. How late are we?
It ended 2 hours ago.
With the best screen of any tablet, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S is the world's most entertaining device. Get $50 off the 10.5 and 8.4-inch Samsung Galaxy Tab S at your local Best Buy today.
Your empire is how the world will remember you. It's where your dreams come to life. But you must not delay. Plan quickly, build quickly, or be destroyed quickly. Will you build an empire that lasts forever? Will you be my hero?
Game of War. Play for free now from the App Store.
The most amazing thing about the Ford Fusion isn't the way it looks. The most amazing thing is the way it sees. With blind spot technology, a lane-keeping system, and a standard rear-view camera, the Fusion is ready for whatever comes your way. Go prepared. Go further.
Welcome to Burger King, home of the Yumbo sandwich.
What is going on? What is the Yumbo? It's one of the best things that came out of the 70s.
The Yumbo from back in the day is back. Now on our 2 for $5 menu, only at Burger King.
Yumbo.
Yes, yes, and yes.
There's Will beating his holding penalty. Nullified the touchdown, although if he doesn't hold, it might not be a touchdown. Giants wind up with a 53-yard field goal. Pulled to within 5. Late 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Eagles offense back on the field.
Dad, I know I haven't said this often enough, but thank you.
Thank you, Mom, for protecting my future.
Thank you for being my hero and my dad.
Military families are uniquely thankful for many things. The legacy of USAA Auto Insurance could be one of them. If you're a current or former military member or their family, get an auto insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life. Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way. Nice.
Get 10 to 30% off select major appliances $3.99 or above at Lowe's.
Okay, Moto X, let's do this. I wonder what the craziest combination I can make is.
Bamboo. Exotic.
Green on green. Cash money.
Ooh, black leather. Fierce. Is this it? Maybe this.
There we go. And done.
That's my Moto X.
And its name is Phone of Arc.
Odell Beckham Jr. prior to entering the stadium today, signing some autographs. He's the music director for the Giants as well.
We talked about how much excitement he brings to the field, but it's pregame, it's everywhere, and he was told, take care of your business on the field first and foremost, and you can see he's following that advice. Congratulations, number 4. That's a nice list.
Carries it right into the game, man. I'll tell you. Give it a little couple extra inches when you go with that one-hander and with the size of his hands.
Sean McCoy on first down out across the 30. Gains 11 and picks up an Eagles first down.
We don't have any footage of Kenny running in there and catching with Odell?
I was watching you kicking field goals, Goose. In fact, I lost some money on your second attempt.
Did you? Why, you didn't think I was going to kick a 30-yarder? Come on.
Lost some money on your second attempt. Here's McCoy. Out to the 34. I based it on your first kick.
That was a setup. That was the setup. You know, you do just get it by, you know. And the next one you nail it, Kenny.
And that is exactly what took place. 2nd and 7 for the Eagles from the 34. Off the play fake. Here is Sanchez. Pump fake. And down he goes at the 37.
Oh, look at this, Kenny. They got it. They got it. I think this is the first one. Look at that form. Straight over. Look. Split it right down the middle, Kenny.
That takes me back to my 10th birthday when I got that toy called Super Toe, where you hit the guy on top of the head, kick field goal.
And the leg comes straight out. My leg doesn't go that high.
Sanchez on 3rd and 4. Looking for a diving Josh Huff.
Well, this is one of the things that they faced all season long. Is just it's difficult to get over the top. It's a nice route by Josh Huff. You can see him turn Shockey Brown around. But you've got that other safety help coming over the top. You're not able to get it really out into the middle of the field to let Josh Huff run under it. They're not going to let you get over the top this season.
Ruben Randall back deep. Calls for the fair catch at the 20-yard line. 2:47 remaining, 3rd quarter. Week 17 continues later today on CBS and on Fox. Then tonight with Sunday Night Football on NBC. On this Week 17, we thank our entire crew, the men and women that have been with us throughout the season, setting up at the stadium on Fridays and Saturdays away from their families. On the weekend, John Warner and Win Bernfeld with us in the booth once again. What a great job they do.
Yeah, and a couple of situations this year where late setups due to high school championships or college football games, putting in long hours through Saturday night and then back here again early Sunday morning. We thank you so much for everything you've done.
On first down, catch is made by Andre Williams, and he picks up 5.
You know, talking about the crew, you know, people think that we have the hard job. They have the tough job. Stripping down and moving from place to place and not knowing where we're going to be this week and away from their families for Christmas. And my hat goes off to you, everybody on our crew.
That's right, and we did not know until Tuesday due to various ramifications around the league. Second down and 5. Manning fires downfield. Beckham cannot make the catch. Terrific attempt with Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
Oh, what a great addition Malcolm Jenkins has been to the secondary of the Eagles, and he's going to come out of the slot. Odell Beckham working against Brandon Boykin. And he's got everybody beat right there. But watch the hands at the last second by Malcolm Jenkins. Great job of reading the eyes from behind. You know it's coming in because Odell Beckham is adjusting. You get your hand up and impact that catch.
How about the confidence that Eli Manning has with Beckham getting it downfield, knowing that if he doesn't get it, he's going to get it out of the defender's hand and not get that turnover. A completely different team this latter part of the season.
3rd down and 5. Manning had some room to run. Instead, he finds Larry Donnell for a Giants 1st down as we head for a game break with Joel.
All right, guys, it's getting crazy in the AFC. Case Keenum to Andre Johnson from 8 yards out gives the Texans a 21-17 lead. San Diego down to Kansas City. Baltimore down to Cleveland. Houston would go to the AFC playoffs if that all stands. Kenny, Moose, and Goose.
All right, thanks, Joel. Crazy Sunday in the AFC. New set of downs for the Giants. From the 35, it's Williams. And Goose talked about this Giants offense and what they've been able to do in recent weeks under Ben McAdoo, who spent 8 years in Green Bay, 10 seasons in all with Mike McCarthy. And Bill Davis, the Eagles defensive coordinator, who worked with Ben McAdoo for 1 season in San Francisco, he said that watching the Giants, they're basically using the Green Bay Packers playbook.
Yeah, and he said the challenge is it's like Eli Manning has that playbook. We've seen Ben McAdoo on the side with his charts. It's like Eli Manning has that on the center's back because he's changing and going to different plays at the line of scrimmage.
Manning puts one up for Beckham. And it is ruled an incomplete pass by the first official. He was out of bounds. Could not come down in bounds with it.
Let's take a look at this because it sure looks like he elevates. He's on the outside. He's going to have the catch. It's going to be about the feet. There's the elevation. 1 foot down. Hard to see from that angle if that second foot got down and the ball is out. He doesn't complete the process of the catch anyway. So, right, Jalen Watkins does a great job of continuing to battle for that football to prevent Odell Beckham Jr. from going to the ground and continuing the process.
Ball came loose at the end of the play. Now 3rd down and 10. And now Tom Coughlin running down the field. Play clock wound all the way down.
Play of the game, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Coughlin says that he called timeout in time as he was sprinting down the sideline. You could read his lips. He said I called timeout. The question is, when did the officials see or hear?
Game, the quarterback called timeout.
All right, so the timeout has been granted. No penalty. Timeout has been granted to the Giants.
Tom Coughlin's blood pressure went back down, guys. It was up really high, it spiked, but then it went back down.
The funny thing is, in this league, you know, we talk about the older coaches, and we've got Pete Carroll and Tom Coughlin, and when you see them working the sidelines, you would never know that they're the 2 oldest coaches in the NFL.
Not at all. They play with they coach with emotion. Like players play with emotion, they coach with emotion.
Coughlin, the oldest head coach to win a Super Bowl at the age of 65, following the 2011 season. Giants finished 9-7 that year. Eagles can finish 10-6 this year, missed the playoffs. Giants won a Super Bowl at 9-7.
Don't start lobbying for your different sets of rules in the playoffs, Kenny.
Cut it out, Kenny.
No lobbying for me. It's only happened twice, right? Team under 500 into the playoffs. Atlanta and Carolina this year. Manning swings it out to Jennings. And Jennings brought down by Malcolm Jenkins. 30 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter with the Eagles leading by 5, and the Giants will send out the punting unit. Weatherford had a punt block for the first time in his career earlier. Eagles becoming the first team, guys, to score 3 touchdowns on punt blocks in 1 season since the '87 Rams. Weatherford punting from his 30. Played it to 22 by Sproles. And Sproles with a 13-yard return out to the 35. Saturday, the UFC returns to Fox Sports 1 for UFC 182 prelims, featuring a lightweight bout between Danny Castillo and undefeated Paul Felder, plus other epic bouts. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern only on Fox Sports 1 and streaming live on Fox Sports Go. So Mark Sanchez and the Eagles offense back out. They've had the ball for 15 minutes today, and they lead by 5. Great story Sanchez told us yesterday. When we took the team photo, Chip wanted us to get it done in 3 minutes. They do everything fast. Everything. 3 minutes to take the team photo, line up, what, 60, 70, 80 guys, including the coaches. And
yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, he gives them the parameters. Okay, I want 8 guys in every row. You guys line up by number. You got 3 minutes. I want it done. I'll be out 3 minutes to snap the picture. You better be ready.
Focus, click, get back into the meeting room. 3/4 in the books. Eagles by 5.
Live from Miami, hottest stars, biggest music, and it's all hosted by me.
Pitbull's New Year's Revolution, New Year's Eve on Fox.
Visit your local Delaware Valley Acura showroom today.
Experience the Season of Audi sales event before January 2nd for exceptional offers on select Audi models.
Some things are pretty risky. And some things are pretty safe. Like the Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. It's sure to light up your holidays with a 5-star overall safety rating. Right now during Hyundai holidays, take advantage of our best offers of the year.
Now a spacious Santa Fe Sport is just $209 a month. So head into your Hyundai dealer today. Event ends January 2nd.
Head to the Kia Holiday Sales Event and get great year-end deals. Like 0% financing for up to 72 months on the Optima and Sorento. But that's not the only thing getting people's attention. Edmunds.com says Kia vehicles stand out for their value, performance, and sporty styling. Plus, get a first look at the all-new Sedona. So hurry into the Kia Holiday Sales Event today. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on the Optima and Sorento. Hurry to your Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Southern Jersey Kia retailer today.
Experience the Season of Audi sales event before January 2nd for exceptional offers on select Audi models.
We start the 4th quarter from MetLife Stadium along with producer Barry Landis, director Brian Lilly, associate director Joe Williams, broadcast associate Paul Marmero, our stats crew Dave Corris, Ricky Camps, Matt Banovic, spotter Ben Bulma, Nick Gagliano, out on the field with Goose. 2nd down and 3 for the Eagles. LaShawn McCoy picks up a first down into Giants territory. So McCoy takes it all the way down to the Giants 36 as he runs for 22.
Watch Josh. Number 11 is going to flash into your screen from the right. Watch him wash everything down. There's your run support there. You've got Riley Cooper forcing Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie to run a bubble, and you got LaShawn McCoy on the edge.
Now Sanchez on 1st and 10 from the 37, swings it out to McCoy, and McCoy has another Eagles first down to the Giants 23, a 14-yard catch and run.
And that's dangerous on the edge.
Yeah, this offense, when you miss a tackle against the Eagles because it's such a spread offense and there's so much space around, the player doesn't continue down the field for 2, 3, 4 yards. He gets an additional 8, 10, 15, 20 yards. Got to be good tacklers when you play the Eagles.
First reception from McCoy today. He's replaced by Chris Polk. 1st and 10, 22-yard line. As Sanchez throws over the top, it's Jordan Matthews to the Giants. 14, gain of 8.
There's such a rhythm to this offense when they hit their stride. As a defender, you must start to get nervous because you can tell right away when they've hit that stride, when they've found that good rhythm in their series.
Low snap, 2nd down and 2. Chris Polk picks up an Eagles first down. Eagles in the red zone for only the 2nd time today. First time since their 2nd drive of the game. Scored a touchdown on special teams. As that pass intended for Chris Polk with Jameel McClain on the coverage.
Little flare out to Chris Polk. Good timing by Jameel McClain. Arrives there right when the ball does. Thought Chris Polk had him out leveraged. Thought he was going to be able to get up the field for an opportunity for a touchdown.
2nd and goal from the 9. Eagles lead the Giants by 5 in the regular season finale. Off the fake to Polk. On the slant, it's Matthews. And Matthews is brought down at the 1, and Sanchez took a hard hit.
I tell you, this is so much to do with the football. Watch, you got a fake to Chris Polk coming across this way, handle the high snap, then get up. You've got defenders bearing down on you and get that pass thrown.
Polk walks it in for an Eagles touchdown.
I'll tell you what, when that rhythm comes, we talked about it earlier, Kenny and Moose, I mean, when they are moving, they are moving. Look at this hole right up the middle of this defense. This offensive line gets nice push. I mean, I think that maybe Kenny could have scored on that one.
Not sure. You might have won some money on that one, Goose. 4th touchdown of the season for Polk, the all-time leading rusher at the University of Washington. Parkey with the extra point, so the Eagles extend to a 12-point lead over the Giants early 4th quarter.
Out of 42 vehicles, based on 6 different criteria, why did a panel of 11 automotive experts name the Volkswagen Golf Motor Trend's 2015 Car of the Year? We'll give you 4 good reasons. The all-new Volkswagen Golf, starting at $17,995. There's an award-winning Golf for everyone.
With Visa Checkout, you can pay online with just a few clicks.
Just enter your password and check out.
Thanks.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Oh, yeah.
But can Erica Watts pay for a longer hotel stay on Orbitz while riding a banana boat? Sign up now at Orbitz.com. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
It's been said that we are all unique little snowflakes. Miller Lite just happens to be a less filling unique little snowflake, brewed to have more color and taste. You be the snowflake you are, and we'll be the snowflake we are. Happy New Year. It's Miller time.
Today's game is sponsored by the all-new Volkswagen Golf family, 2015 Motor Trend Car of the Year. By Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online. Visa, everywhere you want to be. And by Amazon's new Fire HD, the most powerful tablet starting at $99.
Freedom Tower in Lower Manhattan on this final Sunday in December. 8 plays, 65 yards. McCoy 36 yards on the drive. Chris Polk with the Philadelphia touchdown.
It's so amazing what the success of LeSean McCoy early in those drives has done. That's when this offense has really come out and established that rhythm and just moved at will down the field for touchdowns.
Preston Parker. Parker out to the 20. Eli Manning, 334 yards through the first 3 quarters. Both Ruben Randle and Odell Beckham Jr. have gone over 100 for the 2nd straight game. Randle 158, Beckham 10 catches, 118 yards.
Yeah, but the one element that's missing from last week, the rushing yards. Philadelphia's done a nice job with their front, only 71 rushing yards for the Giants up until this point. So that D-line, again, playing well for the Eagles.
Beckham in motion, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Giants trail by 12. Off the fake to Williams. Manning with loads of time, and it's behind Randle.
Well, they had Odell Beckham Jr. set up for a deep shot down the field, covered well, so Ruben Randle becomes your next guy. And just he's got the underneath control route, but here's where they wanted to go. Watch the move on Malcolm Jenkins right there. Gets caught up. That's a good recovery by Malcolm Jenkins to make sure that he doesn't get behind him and into that wide open space on the other side of the field.
They went from double coverage to triple coverage on Odell.
45 attempts for Manning today. This is number 46, and it's out of the reach of the tight end, Larry Donnell. What's going on in the AFC playoff picture, Joel Klatt?
We have a new leader, and it's the Baltimore Ravens. Joe Flacco finally getting heated up, guys, to find Torrey Smith, 16 yards. 13-10 Ravens. Kansas City still up on San Diego. Means the Ravens would clinch that 6th seed if this score holds. Kenny, Moose, and Goose.
Thanks, Joel. Ravens in with a win and a San Diego loss. Chargers trail Kansas City 19-7 in the 4th quarter. Third down and 10 for the Giants. Manning throws, and the catch is made for a first down. There is a flag. Preston Parker takes it out to the 33.
See if there's a hold on number 77, John Jerry.
There has to be.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, number 22, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Wow, I'm surprised they got away with that one.
Yeah, it came from the side, Judge, so that's not his area on the offensive holding, but it was pretty flagrant, so I thought he might have seen it, but it is actually on Brandon Boykin. And as Eli Manning breaks out and moves to his right, watch number 77 at the top of your screen.
I mean, he's holding on for dear life right there, man. Me and you both picked that one off.
So a new set of downs for the Giants from the 33. Here comes the blitz. And the catch is made by Beckham, his 11th of the day. So Odell Beckham Jr. out to the 37. How about the story that Eli Manning told us? Beckham attended the same high school as Eli and Peyton. Newman in New Orleans, as we take another look at the catch. And several years ago, when Beckham was in high school, Eli and Peyton went back during the offseason to throw, and Eli said we weren't expecting much different than the usual high school receivers that were provided to us to throw to, and then they wound up fighting over Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, we'll stack it up.
It is Beckham Jr. again. He breaks 3 and will take it all the way for a Giants touchdown, just like he did it in high school. When he was out on the field with Eli Manning down in New Orleans, 63 yards.
He must have ran a route like that for Eli and Peyton down in New Orleans there, Penny. Great route.
He's one of those guys you can play so well against all day. We'll see what happens at the top. Jalen Watkins gets him in coverage. A little stumble at the top right there. Now you got trouble. Now you just got to have a better angle. As Malcolm Jenkins comes over to help out, he's got to be a little bit more balanced in his approach. So a little stumble on the outside and a bad angle, and it's touchdown, Odell Beckham Jr.
There's Brandon Jacobs, the ex-Giant, congratulating Beckham Jr. on the sidelines. His 12th touchdown reception this season. 12 receptions today. That's one shy of the franchise record.
He made his mark on television and in film, but his greatest impact happened off the stage. When Danny Thomas founded St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, he proved how powerful giving back can be. This holiday, during the Mazda Drive for Good event, take a test drive and we'll pledge an hour of our time serving the community. Buy any new Mazda and we'll donate $150 to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital or these charities. Because giving back is the Mazda way.
We do this thing on a rooftop.
Your phone and your wallet are now one, so you can get where you're going and get on with the show.
Thank you, guys. So I taught you how to do it, yeah?
Too good, too good, too good, too good, too good. Keep rattling, keep rattling.
Life insurance from New York Life can help your family keep good going.
Welcome to Burger King, home of the Yumbo sandwich.
What is going on? What is the Yumbo? It's one of the best things that came out of the 70s.
The Yumbo from back in the day is back. Now on our 2 for $5 menu, only at Burger King.
Yumbo.
This is where Peyton and Eli came out to play. Can you come out to play?
Every kid's got to play. 60 minutes a day, every day. NFL plays 60.
Eagles lead the Giants by 5 following the 63-yard touchdown pass Eli Manning to Odell Beckham Jr. who now has 12 receptions for 185 yards today. Manning has thrown for 414 yards, his 6th career 400-yard game. The up back, James Casey, who blocked the punt earlier. Casey out to the 26. So both Ruben Randall and Odell Beckham Jr., they were teammates at LSU for a couple of seasons. Randall 158 yards, Beckham Jr. 185. Second straight game they have both got over 100. It's the second time in Giants history, as Beckham was still winded on the sideline. Second time in Giants history they have had 2 receivers go for 100 in back-to-back games, but the first time it's been done by the same 2.
Yeah, and now Odell Beckham Jr. actually, as he's trying to recover right there, eventually ends up heading in towards the locker room.
Keep our eyes on Odell Beckham Jr. as Sanchez hits Sproles. And Darren Sproles is out to the 34. There is a flag at the end of the play. Antrel Roll with the face mask.
And during the course of the game, each team done such a good job of responding.
Personal foul, grasping the face mask defense. 15 yards from the end of the play. First down.
I mean, the great start by the Giants to open the game is responded right away by the Philadelphia Eagles. You kind of get into that ebb and flow back and forth. And right as Philadelphia begins to kind of put the hammer down and separate a little bit, the Giants with that big touchdown pass to Odell Beckham Jr.
So following the penalty, 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line for the Eagles. Sanchez over the middle. Jack Ertz to the 42, his 4th reception today, 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and credit the Giant linebacking core and their safety players too, because we thought Zach Ertz might have another big day. Maybe not as much as last week's game against Washington.
Good news for Giants fans. Odell Beckham Jr. heads back onto the field. Sanchez going deep for Maclin. Bowman on the coverage for the Giants.
Now Jeremy Maclin got behind Zach Bowman. Just coming off the line, and Zach Bowman's in trouble right away. Jeremy Maclin's going to run by and missed an opportunity there.
Now 3rd down and 1. Eagles send in the former New York Jet, Brad Smith, split wide to the right. As the handoff goes to McCoy, he picks up a 1st down to the Giants' 38. Under 11 minutes to go, 4th quarter. Giants scored on their opening possession. Eagles came back with 2 touchdowns. It was 17-16 Philadelphia at the half. Eagles then blocked a punt. Returned for a touchdown by Trey Burton. Odell Beckham Jr. with a 63-yard touchdown reception moments ago. Catch is made, taken to the 32-yard line by Josh Huff, who played for Chip Kelly in Oregon.
And maybe that's Chip Kelly's response when we talk about complementary football and how all 3 phases work. He's really just about the offense and how do we score, how do we respond, what are we doing there? You know, the other 2 are expected to just do their jobs. You know, defensively go out, stop the other team. You can see what they've been able to do with their special teams this year with the block punts, the returns with Sproles. So, you know, he knows what level he wants them, and he told us, listen, that's old school football. That's an old methodology. He goes, what we're about is as fast as we can, as many plays as we can get off, as many points as we can score. I expect my defense and my special teams to play to a certain level and to do their jobs. And if you start talking about complementary football, sometimes you can use that as an excuse. Well, we didn't do well in this phase of the game because we had bad field position. he said, he goes, we get the ball at the 5, I expect my offense to go 95 yards for a touchdown. If I give up a short field and my defense has to defend a 40-yard field, I expect them to defend a 40-yard field.
And Mark Sanchez told us Chip is a football junkie. He's wired. He loves it. He's a revolutionary thinker, always searching for something better. It doesn't matter if it's his idea or somebody else's.
The relentless pursuit of competitive advantage. It's a great phrase.
Sanchez pump fake on first down. Down he goes. Back at the 35-yard line. Marcus Kuhn with his first sack of the season.
Coming from the inside, number 78, second one in from the bottom, just continuing to work. Get that lockout, pull that blocker down, and get to your quarterback.
Third sack for the Giants today. Second down at 17. The handoff to Polk. They scored the last Eagles touchdown, and Polk is tackled at the 31-yard line by McClain. Third down and 13 upcoming. It's a long drive for the Eagles.
Yeah, and this is a critical snap. Long drive in terms of plays, but right on mark for time-wise when you're talking about this Philadelphia Eagles offense.
I meant as far as time. Third down and 13. Eagles with a 5-point lead. They must get to the 18 for a first down. And the play is blown dead. It's against the Giants.
Encroachment, number 39, defense, 5-yard penalty, still third down.
That's on Shockey Brown, so it will be third down and 8.
Yeah, no reason. I mean, you're all the way out here. I mean, what are you listening to? What are you looking at? I mean, there's no reason why. It's like an offensive player having a false start out there. Your eyes should be on the football. You shouldn't be listening to anything when you're spread from the formation.
This will be the 30th third down play today combined. Matthews will be stopped short. But the Eagles in field goal range. Jordan Matthews over 100 yards for the third time this season.
Jameel McClain has had a nice game this afternoon. This is a big tackle right here to get Jordan Matthews down in that situation, because there's an opportunity here where if they could have got close, potentially to think about going for it on fourth down, as aggressive as Chip Kelly is.
So Parkey out to attempt a 39-yard field goal. Longest Eagles drive today time-wise, 3 minutes, 17 seconds. And Parkey's kick is good, so Philadelphia extends their lead to 8. Still a one-possession game here at MetLife Stadium.
Would you be surprised if I told you that the Navy has credited you with over 160 kills?
I'm so proud of you. You're such a great father.
I'm willing to meet my creator and answer for every shot that I took.
I'll pick it up. I'm stateside.
You're home? What are you doing?
I guess I just needed a minute.
The thing that haunts me are all the guys that I couldn't save.
Hey! Turn to my daughter, please, right now!
I'm ready.
Oh, my God! I'm ready to come home.
Rated R. John and Horace Dodge launched their first car in 1914. But they were not only business partners, they were brothers. Competitive, stubborn, and always pushing each other the way only brothers can. "100 years later, their spirit lives on.
I put my heart and guts into this company. No one is going to tear it down.
I want half my company back.
Empire premieres January 7th on Fox. Today's game is sponsored by American Sniper from Warner Brothers Pictures. Now playing in select theaters everywhere January 16th.
10-play, 53-yard drive for the Eagles. Cody Parkey has set An NFL rookie record for points in one season. Also an Eagles franchise record, surpassing David Akers. 144 points for Akers back in 2008.
Well, Giants trail by 8 right now, but some missed opportunities. The interception here by Stevie Brown nullified by pass interference on Shockey Brown. The block punt turned James Casey loose up inside. And the scoop and score by Trey Burton. The Eagles special teams with their 3rd block punt touchdown of the season. And then you still hang in there, you bounce back. There's Ruben Randall for the touchdown strike, but Eli Manning, oh no, a holding call, really? So some missed opportunities out there for Tom Coughlin and his group. But they're still just 8 points away, 1 touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Now the Giants start from the 20-yard line. It's Andre Williams. Up the middle.
And I wonder, you know, if Jordan Matthews had gotten close in that last possession, does Chip Kelly really think about going for it on 4th down? Because now all of a sudden you take away the potential to just be a 1-possession game with an 8-point lead with that field goal and really create some separation late in the 4th quarter here.
I don't know, the way this Giants offense is firing off, I think he's better off kicking that field goal, Moose. Might have second-guessed himself.
2nd down and 6. Manning checks it down to Williams, and Andre Williams has a Giants 1st down out to the 39 on attempt number 50 by Eli Manning today. He's 27 of 50. His career high in the regular season, 53 pass attempts. Attempted 58 in a postseason game against San Francisco. Beckham Jr. has not returned to the field. Kevin Ogletree split wide to the right. On 1st down, it's Rashad Jennings bottled up. Fletcher Cox yet again.
Yeah, I'm going to go the other way. If I got Trent Cole and Fletcher Cox to the left side, I'm going to audible that to the right side. And there's the numbers that you talked about with Eli Manning. And that's been the missing element today. Andre Williams, the leading rusher, with just 43 yards on 15 attempts. It was effective last week against St. Louis. They needed that again today. That's why you're skewed up in the 50s on your pass attempts, because they just haven't been able to establish any run.
3rd highest yardage total of his career to this point. Boykin able to get the hand in on Parker.
Yeah, you know, when I talked to Coach Coughlin at halftime and he told us that he wanted to get the run going, I mean, that was something he really stressed. He said we need to get that run going here in the 2nd half. It's going to help our passing game. It'll help us all together to be able to control the clock, and that's something, like you mentioned, Moose, just didn't happen.
Now Beckham Jr. back on the field on 3rd down. Split wide to the right. Matched up with Cary Williams. 12 receptions for Beckham Jr. for 185 yards. Giants without Larry Donnell, ankle injury. Manning on 3rd down, checks it down, and Jennings is tackled at the 39-yard line by Kendricks. So the Giants now facing a 4th down, and they send out the punting unit.
Well, credit this to the Philadelphia Eagles front, because the pocket is starting to collapse, and Eli Manning has really no option but to get it out quick to Rashad Jennings, and good tight coverage by Michael Kendricks in that situation.
So Weatherford back deep. Had its 1st career punt blocked in the 3rd quarter in 672 attempts by James Casey. It was returned for a touchdown by Trey Burton. That gave the Eagles an 8-point lead. Giants have been chasing ever since. Fair catch called for by Sproles with just over 5 minutes to play. 8-point Philadelphia lead.
This is the story about Billy Joe and Bobby Sue. Go on, take the money and run. Go on, take the money and run. Go on, take the money and run. Take the money and run.
It's like you're getting away with something. New Crunchwrap Sliders. Crunchy Fritos, craveable flavors, just for $1.
Perfect.
I don't know.
Beautiful.
I feel like it makes me look pregnant. Honey?
Spectacular.
You didn't even look.
Of course I did.
What are you watching?
Oh, I love this scene.
How late are we?
It ended 2 hours ago.
With the best screen of any tablet, the Samsung Galaxy Tab S is the world's most entertaining device. Get $50 off the 10.5 and 8.4-inch Samsung Galaxy Tab S at your local Best Buy today.
One day somebody does something unspeakable. You do something about it because you can.
I'm offering you a chance to do the right thing.
Take it.
The Equalizer on Blu-ray December 30th. This January, the best cop you can get.
Backstrom's a savant. How did you know about that?
It's called genius.
He's also the hardest to take.
The lieutenant does not mean to suggest.
Yes, he does.
No, he does not mean.
I do mean to suggest.
What he's trying to say
Will you let me suggest?
Backstrom premieres Thursday, January 22nd on Fox. Finding a superstar's never been more fun.
What are you gonna sing? I have Paramore under my sleeve.
Is that uncomfortable?
American Idol, the 2-night premiere begins January 7th on Fox.
Eagles lead by 8, 5:19 remaining.
Yeah, and with a one-possession game, you know, this is one of those specialty areas in the NFL. It's referred to, you're getting close to that 4-minute offense, which means you want to come out as an offense and take as much time as possible off the clock to prevent the opposition from having an opportunity to get it down and tie this game. And we'll see the methodology of Chip Kelly right here. If he changes at all, or if he just continues to play the up-tempo style, which is just a part of his offense.
Sanchez in trouble. Down he goes. The 4th sack for the Giants. Cullen Jenkins, the ex-Eagle, along with Jason Pierre-Paul.
I tell you what, Mark Sanchez does a good job of right here, not taking the sack, but the fact that this ball is in one hand as he's going to the ground. There's a potential for a disastrous play and some good strength to get that ball pulled back into his body and not have a critical turnover at that point.
I'm thinking the same thing. Moose behind him 10 yards away. I'm really surprised he held on to that ball.
Second sack for Jason Pierre-Paul today. 12.5 on the season as Sanchez hands it off to McCoy. He was nearly tackled by Jenkins back at the 2. Able to take it out to the 8-yard line, and McCoy remains down, holding on to his left knee.
And you're just hoping for the best right now. That this is hopefully just cramps. Let's see what happens at the end on this cut.
We'll be back.
The new Fire HD features a tasty high-definition screen. And it comes with a free month of Prime, so you can watch over 40,000 TV episodes and movies. It's an all-you-can-eat binge-watching buffet at a bite-sized price. The new Fire HD with ASAP predictive technology learns which movies and shows you'll want to watch and streams them instantly. On tablets without ASAP, you watch, the new Amazon Fire HD, starting at $99.
Get yourself something nice. Love, Nana. Something nice. Something nice.
The KFC $5 fill-up. The only pot pie made with the world's best chicken. And a cookie and a drink, all for just $5.
Isn't that nice?
It's a trick you back on if you don't or if you do, then gotta hold that solo. Big shots, get it together. No surrender. Go for the
LaShawn McCoy, 98 yards on the ground today, injured on the previous play. Walking off the field under his own power.
Yeah, a little twist at the end of this run. Great to see LaShawn McCoy walking off the field. We didn't feel good about it right there. And we were very, very relieved to see him up and then walking off the field.
Well, it's just strange to see the Philadelphia Eagles in a huddle, taking their time coming out. So it looks like they slowed it down a little bit, Moose. Trying to eat that clock. There's still 14 seconds left on the play clock, though.
is stopped about a yard shy. Found a hole. Quentin Demps, the ex-Eagle, able to bring him down, and now the Giants use a timeout.
Well, this is a good job by Quentin Demps because Chris Polk is a very physical runner. I really thought he was going to get the first down in the situation right there.
Big tackle by Demps. Polk stopped a yard short. And now the Eagles will punt it away with 3:53 remaining. Philadelphia leading by 8.
And again, really in that series, tough to judge exactly what Philadelphia was thinking about on that drive because you had the big negative play on 1st and 10 that kind of got you all out of sorts in that situation, trying to get back to convert for the first down.
Jones punting from his 15. Angled towards the sideline. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Giants from their 31. Eagles led by 1 at the half. And then early in the 3rd quarter, the block punt. First time in Weatherford's career. Casey the block. Burton scoops it up. And then following a Giants field goal, Chris Polk takes it in from 1 yard out, and then Manning to Beckham Jr. 63 yards for a Giants touchdown. And now the Giants, after another Philadelphia field goal, with 3:45 remaining, trailing by 8. 3 receivers set on 1st down. Eli Manning has thrown for 429 yards today. Inside handoff to Rashad Jennings. And he's tackled by Michael Kendricks after a gain of 4. As we thank some of the other folks who have been with us all season long, our technical producer Sid Drexler, technical director Chris Castro, Paul Ferguson, Hans Jurgens, Tim Dunn, Tim Denmark, David Hockmeyer, Mike Bertus, Mike Smoley, Kevin Caesar, Alan Andrasik, Matt Tan, Blair Kresge, Mark Loffer, Brian Unverzak, Dan Conair, and Ron McGuggins. Best in the business.
Absolutely. The skinny Brian Unverzak.
Yes. Tremendous job by our entire crew all season long through 17 weeks. Randall, the intended receiver, it is picked off by Nate Allen. First Giants turnover today. Allen still going. He's inside the 25, the 20. So a huge pick late in the 4th quarter. First turnover by the Giants offense in the last 3 games.
Well, we've talked about some missed opportunities by the Philadelphia Eagles to take the ball away. Let's keep your eyes on Nate Allen right here. Obviously, we're trying to get the ball up the seam. And this is just a bad decision by Eli Manning. If he's going to go to that side of the field with Nate Allen in that position, he's got to get it up a little bit higher, put a little bit more loft, and allow Ruben Randall to kind of run under that. Tries to fit it in, but Nate Allen bailed a little bit on it.
Fourth pick of the season for Allen. 10th of his career. So with 2:51 remaining, Eagles take over at the Giants 18. It's Polk with McCoy on the sidelines. So Eli Manning, we mentioned earlier, had thrown only 2 interceptions over the last 5 games. Picked off late in the 4th quarter with the Giants trailing by 8.
Well, we've talked about his improvement this year with his quarterback rating, completion percentage, number of completions. A lot of those career highs coming into the game or added to during the game. But one of the biggest ones was interceptions. You take away that San Francisco game where he had 5, and he's had a really nice season with protecting the football in the passing game.
Here's Polk again. We hit the 2-minute warning here at MetLife Stadium. Huge interception by Nate Allen. Eagles lead by 8.
Today's game is sponsored by State Farm. Pump up your savings with a discount double check today.
I want to pump you up.
No. We want to pump you up like
that's
that.
it.
You put the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I want to pump You up.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That was terrible. This is not a joke. Let's try it again.
I want to pump. You up.
It's like we're talking to a wall. Yeah, I don't know what kind of sick game you're playing. Knock, knock. Hello.
I want to pump. You up.
I can't do this anymore.
Training is hard. Saving is easy. Get a discount double check today.
Nexium 24-hour. It's the purple pill. The #1 prescribed acid-blocking brand. Available without a prescription for frequent heartburn. Get complete protection. Nexium Level Protection.
Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way.
Nice.
Get 10 to 30% off select major appliances $3.99 or above at Lowe's.
I want Empire to be here long after I'm gone. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the powder.
I want half my company back.
To the Empire.
So you're Penguin. So what? The Penguin. I'm done being careful. You think you've been careful?
Gotham returns Monday, January 5th on Fox.
This rivalry dates back to 1933. Chip Kelly's only been involved for 2 years. Tom Coughlin for the last 11 as Giants head coach. Over 900 yards of offense today as Chris Polk picks up a first down for the Eagles, and the Giants call their final timeout. A look at key early games. The Baltimore Ravens have clinched a playoff spot by virtue of their win over Cleveland and the Chargers' loss to Kansas City. So the Ravens are in. 3 teams make it from the AFC North.
All you need is a ticket, Kenny. Never know what could happen, right?
That's right. And a Baltimore team in the news 56 years ago today at Yankee Stadium. It's known as the greatest game ever played. Baltimore Colts over the Giants in overtime, 23-17 on this date in 1958, as Johnny Unitas threw for 349 yards. And 56 years later, it's the Ravens who clinch a spot in the postseason. Giants are out of timeouts as Sanchez takes a knee. Mark Sanchez, in his return to MetLife Stadium, he won 14 games as a starter with the Jets. Only Eli Manning has more wins in this stadium as a starting quarterback.
He just seems like a different guy when we sat down and talked to him yesterday. And I think being around Chip Kelly, an offensive-minded head coach, he talked to us about how when he was with the Jets, every draft after he was taken, a defensive player was taken in the first round. So when you have an offensive-minded head coach, you're gonna add some personnel. I don't think that Mark Sanchez felt he was supported. And any good quarterback will always say, it's not just me, it's the guys around me. And Chip Kelly's going to afford his quarterback options in this offense, whether it's LaShawn McCoy being paired with Darren Sproles this year. You lose Deshaun Jackson, you go out and grab Jordan Matthews, elevate Jeremy Maclin. You know, this offense is going to put playmakers at the quarterback's disposal.
So the Philadelphia Eagles will finish the season at 10-6, but they missed the playoffs. Same record as last year when they won the division.
Which is not unusual. Now, we had the discussion. You know, there's been several 10-plus win teams that have missed the playoffs. And we get that big discussion because we're going to have a sub-500 team in the playoffs. The winner of the NFC South is going to be in the playoffs with a sub-500 record. And everybody's like, well, you know, shouldn't Philadelphia? Philadelphia should be there. We're going to have a number of 10-win teams this year that won't get in with the potential as the day unfolds. And it's happened quite a bit since 2002.
Third straight year a 10-win team has missed the playoffs. Bears in 2012, Cardinals last year. For Darryl Johnston and Tony Siragusa, this is Kenny Albert. We send you to the conclusion of the Cowboys and the Redskins.